What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. It's Saturday morning. Happy weekend. It's finally here. It's the start of a new month as well. A very bullish month, as we've been talking about for quite some time now. Have you ever wondered how a tiny spark can set off an avalanche? That's what's happening right now with XRP, except the spark is money and the avalanche could be life changing. Most people have no idea how little cash it actually takes to move up the price of XRP. And what happens when you throw a full-blown supply shock into the mix? Yes, the effects are wild, and yes, we are going to go over it. But get this. Because while everyone's watching Bitcoin and they're obsessing over the M2 money supply, nobody's really talking about when the top is in or how close we are to a legit alt season. That's exactly what we're breaking down today. We got the receipts, we got the numbers, and we have jaw-dropping facts. And if you think the big names aren't watching, well, think again. And then Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent literally just said they are exploring new frontiers in blockchain and digital payments. Ding, ding, ding. We've been right this whole time. So if you want to see how all these pieces snap together and maybe get ahead of the next big move, don't blink, because this episode is the episode everyone is going to be talking about. As always, folks, welcome to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. If you're new around here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you're coming back for some more of that good info, make sure you hit that thumbs up before we jump into it. It takes 2 seconds and it makes such a difference on the views from YouTube, and it pushes them out. I'm telling you, the thumbs up make a whole new ball game. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Bitcoin. It's coming in at $113,374. It's currently down 1.28%. Ethereum coming in at 3,508. It's currently down 3%. And XRP, yeah, buddy, it's coming in at $2.93 as the total cryptocurrency market cap. It's down. We were just flirting around like 3.9. We are down to 3.69. This is okay. If you watched the second video that we put out last night, we talked about what we are looking at for Bitcoin. 110. Actually, I think I got the chart still pulled up. I do. Look at that. Your lucky day. 108 to 110. That is the region we are focusing on. But what we are seeing right now, this could be a bearish engulfing if this green candle comes all the way back up to about 115,000. What you should be doing and paying attention to is this weekend. I would expect volatility all the way up until Monday, and then let's see how the week kicks off. But this would be a bullish engulfing, which would be super bullish if Bitcoin gets back above and back to that 115,000. Look, time's running out. No one has a crystal ball. When is it going to moon? When's it going to push up? I've told you and I've been telling you, every single dip that you see here is meant for buying. A couple of months from now, these markets are going to look absolutely 100% different. And you're going to look back on August and be like, damn, man, we had that dip when Bitcoin was 110K. I should have bought it. Or XRP was 290. I should have got it, because we are going a lot higher. And then we get this. The actual U.S. Treasury Secretary came out and said that they are looking at decentralized computing. They're looking at digital payments. And now they want to unlock blockchain's full potential. Like, what? Did this man really just say that? When have you ever heard the Treasury publicly talk like that? Well, you haven't. That is why this is so freaking bullish. We've never heard this before. But here's the thing. This isn't some vague government chatter. This is the Treasury finally admitting that they see value in what's happening in crypto right now. And they're telling you they want in. A lot of people are going to read past this like this is a nothing burger. That's not the case. They are telling you here that they want in. And they are going to get in. And they are going to control these markets. This is huge. For years, these guys have been gatekeepers for the old system, and now they are inviting blockchain to the table. I never thought we would get to this moment, but here we are. But ask yourself the question, why now? Why all of a sudden are they going to get so public? Is there something coming that we don't see yet? Perhaps they're going to roll out a new crypto-friendly policy guidelines. Maybe it's something about stablecoins. Maybe it's something even crazier, like the US is running stuff directly on public blockchains. I mean, look at the history here, right? Wall Street hated Bitcoin. Now they're all launching ETFs. Banks called crypto a scam. Now they're all buying it up for the clients. This is always how it happens. First they fight it, and then they join in. Then we get this from Crypto Kid. This is very interesting and kind of lines up with the narratives we've been speaking about. He says the chart below represents the M2 money supply, Bitcoin to USD correlation with the 84-day delay. We always told you it's around 60 to 90. He's really narrowing it down here, saying it's an 84-day delay. He says the price of Bitcoin usually tops out 525 to 532 days after the halving in every cycle. So what does this mean? He states that in his opinion, Bitcoin will continue to follow the direction of M2 in a highly correlated manner. This would mean that Bitcoin's top is only 2 months away. Where is that going to put us 2 months away? Late September, beginning of October, right around that Q4 mark, and then altcoins exploding Q4, and the bull run comes to an end this year like I've been preaching. But everyone in the comments section, I already know what you're going to say, so hold back from your comments because I'm going to save you time. This time it's different. Yes, I know. I've been hearing it's different since 2017. Until the markets prove that they're different, they are not going to be different. We do not have utility. Yes, we have ETFs which are going to help during the bear market so we don't see a 90% correction. Maybe Bitcoin only goes down 20% or 30%. And alts follow, but these other alts that have nothing going for them, no utility, no ETFs, no government backings, are going to either disappear once and for all, or they will correct 95% and never rebound. That is why this cycle, what I am doing is I am taking all of my assets, I am selling every single one of them. I will wait for the correction to come in, and then I will be very particular at what I rebuy moving forward. Bitcoin will be on the list. XRP will be on the list. Cardano, HBAR, Chainlink, Ondo, all of the assets that are going to be around 5 years from now. I will get rid of all of the other shit assets that I own that aren't doing anything for me. Perfect example, Polkadot. What a mistake that one has been. We'll make money, we'll be all right, but it has been a mistake. I don't think it's going to even get back to its all-time high of like $55. So pay attention. He thinks the range is 135 to 190. You know, I'm still thinking we can get around 175 to 225. I think it's going to be the lower half of that. But just pay attention, folks. And then Phil put this out, talking about the XRP and talking about the multiplier effect onto it. So what this is, it's stating how the price of XRP can move without the need for that much money coming in. So if you ever wondered why XRP's price can explode faster than you can blink, it's not what you think that it all boils down to. It's something called the market cap multiple effect. Trust me, this changes everything. But here's the shocker. Most people think out there that if XRP doubles in market cap, that its price is going to double as well. Well, that's wrong. The price can move exponentially higher, even with relatively small amounts of money flowing in. How? Well, you can see the visual on the screen right here. I'm going to play the little video. I tried to recreate this morning for 2 hours. I didn't fully get there. I couldn't get it as clean and nice looking. So let's break it down. Unlike traditional stock markets, crypto liquidity is razor thin. Even small investments like institutions injecting a few $1 billion can massively spike the price of XRP. Think about it. It's like filling up one of those inflatable tiny pools in your backyard than a 6-foot deep underground pool. It fills faster. An XRP's pool, well, it's smaller than you actually think. But here's the kicker. The supply shock factor. As more XRP gets locked away in wallets, staking or institutional custody available XRP on exchanges, it starts to shrink rapidly. Less XRP, more demand. This combo, it's freaking rocket fuel, everyone. And guess what? This is what we are going to see happening soon, especially when these ETFs come to life. Very exciting times ahead. You really need to pay attention to what is going on out there and how these work. Now, I'm not saying we're going to $1,000 XRP overnight, but what I am saying is that the price of XRP right now, by the end of this cycle, we are going to be a lot higher. I'm thinking double digits here. Pay attention, watch the news, watch the ETFs, watch for the end of the Ripple lawsuit, watch for the multiplier effect on top of XRP, especially when that big money starts to rush in. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and comments. How high do you think this multiplier effect is gonna go? And I'll catch all y'all on the next one.